Hello, I'm Kimberly Henry, and this is Living the Good Life. In this series, we'll feature conversations around ways to embrace the goodness of life and take a big, juicy bite out of it. Food for the soul and the funny bone. Learn to give more time to yourself, become a better friend, lead an amazing life, and how to tell the best joke at the party. Living the good life can mean different things to different people. Whatever it is for you, I hope you'll find some inspiration here to live your most joyful, authentic life. Now, on to today's conversation. I'm so pleased to welcome to our Living the Good Life show this week, Robbie Walls. Robbie is the founder of The Walls Speak, author of 180 Degree Momentum, and co-author in The Power of the Platform. She's also the host of Bold Girl Biz Podcast, a teacher by profession, an entrepreneur at heart. Perfect combination in my book. Robbie draws out the talent in female entrepreneurs so that their silent confidence owns the room. We can all use more of that. This brilliance is an expression of who they are becoming personally and professionally through inner strength and confidence to take the next step. The Walls Speak delivers high caliber group and one-on-one mentor coaching that results in significant self-confidence, more free time, and more money to scale. Robbie, welcome to the program.
Thank you, Kimberly, for having me. I am super excited. I love the good life. You know, we got to walk and talk the good life.
Absolutely. And confidence is such a big part of how we pull that off and how we live, I think, authentically. So when we're talking confidence, do you see a difference in maybe fake confidence versus what's coming from within?
You know, that's a good question. Fake confidence. I'm going to elaborate on that. So fake confidence is actually good confidence because you know that there's something ahead of you that you're walking towards. That's your vision. You know, that's the result. So is it fake? It's not fake because you really believe that that's where you're going. And that gives us the confidence. Now, on the flip side, when we don't feel that confidence, then we're not walking in our true purpose. We're not walking in faith. We're not really living, I want to say, the good life. We're living a good life, but not on purpose.
Okay. Well, I can't wait to dive into that a little bit more. But first, I'd like to learn a little bit more about you and how you found yourself in this space where you're teaching and empowering other women on confidence.
Absolutely. Yes. So I am a teacher by profession. Love, and I do love teaching. I do love children, kids. And so I found my sweet spot at fourth grade. And one day I was in the classroom teaching. It was a rainy day, actually. And I had a student, her name was Elizabeth, and she did not like the rain. One of the students was, teasing her, and they got to going back and forth while I was on the chalkboard, literally teaching. Oh, wow. And I just felt in my spirit that I had enough. I was done. And so I literally turned around and I said, okay, that's it. I'm done. And Elizabeth, with her red, beautiful hair, and she was crying, and she said, I'm done too. Send me home. And in that moment, I knew that I had to leave this box of teaching and transition to something else. I don't know. It was just something like a lightning bolt just hit me while I was on that chalkboard in that moment at that point in time. And I knew that I had to do something else. I didn't know what it was. I just knew that this was not it. Like I ran its course, right? And so I was ready to go. I did put in my, I actually waited until, school let out, and it was almost over anyway. And then I gave my 2-week notice that I wasn't coming back, and I started entrepreneurship, and that was in 2008.
Wow. Yeah. Have you ever seen the lovely Elizabeth again?
I have not. I've seen other prior students, but I haven't seen Elizabeth.
She seems to me that she had a little confidence going into that
Yes.
conversation. So that's
Yes, she was, she didn't like the rain. She always cried during the rain. And Hayden I will not ever forget that because
interesting.
they were really going at it. And, I'm teaching and, I'm like, oh, do I want to be here? Yada, yada, yada. And I literally said, I'm done.
You're just done.
That's it. Yeah. Yeah.
I love those moments. I love those moments of clarity that we can just
Yeah.
understand. Okay, this has got to change. We've got to switch directions. And
Right.
it's always a welcome opportunity, even though it feels tough in the time.
It does. It does.
Yeah.
And entrepreneurship is, I'm not going to say it's easy, but it's definitely the desire that you have to build and to create and to go forth and really shine your light. So when I talk about owning the room,
Mm-hmm.
that is that confidence piece. And I work with my clients that are leaders and managers that walk into a room and they feel less confident about themselves. Not because they're in the wrong position, it's just because they feel like they cannot really move forward with a room full of men or the power that they have. So it's that confidence to ask for the sale. It's that confidence to, get a coach. It's a confidence when you walk in that room and your whole ability of what you're doing confidently and you can speak it out.
Why is it important to feel like you can own the room or to walk forward in confidence, especially in entrepreneurship? Why do you feel that's a direction we need to go?
Because we as women, sometimes when we do walk in the room, we don't feel that power because there are men in the room. And that's what my clients truly come to me with. Or, they're in a wrong job and they don't know how to get to the next job. That confidence piece, when you have that confidence piece, you will go and do things that you've never tried to do before, because that's what you have to do. You have to do the things that you've never done before, tread on those waters and try them out. And if it doesn't work, failure is okay. The mindset behind that is, okay, if it doesn't work, I'm going to have a plan B. I am going to have a plan B. And if that doesn't work, I'm going to have a plan C. It's just a continual wheel that we have to go on to get to the point where we are truly in confidence and can own it.
Yeah, I'm seeing some layers there. So if you don't mind, let's pick that apart a little bit. How do you, when working with someone who doesn't necessarily have that confidence walking into a room, but wants to develop it, what's the first step?
So the very first step is you have to know what you want. And I don't mean that very loosely, because like Oprah said, we don't get what we want, we get what we believe. So you have to believe what you want. So case in point, know that you want to be the top realtor. You want to be in the space of selling homes, and you want to be the top dog. And you're a woman, you're female. Mm-hmm. How do you empower yourself? What do you have to do to get to that level? And so you create that, and you do your study, you do your due diligence, you do your research around that. Now you're building up your confidence, and you're going to come through some hurdles, and you're going to jump over, you're going to fall down, you're going to get back up. But your top goal is to be the top in your town, wherever you are. That's what you want to do. So that's your goal. That's the carrot that you're going after. Nothing else around it.
So you set the goal and figure out all the parts and pieces to make it happen. But I heard you talk about belief. So would the next step be to believe that you can do that?
That's good. So the next one is the result. Okay. So it's the belief, and then it comes the result. It's no matter what happens, you're focused on the result. Most people focus on an outcome, even when it's not the result. And that's what brings the low level of self-esteem and the less confidence. No, 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 no. The result is what you want, and that's what you're going after. So it's belief, it's result. That's the next step. And that's what you're going after. And you're going to write that result down. I have my clients and I ask them very candidly, what is your result? Just don't even think about it. Just tell me, what is it that you want? And what is the result? And there's one more step after that, but go ahead and ask the next question.
Okay, no, I'm ready. Well, what's that next step? Because I'm thinking, okay, so I know what I want. Yeah. I know the result, and I know the parts and pieces, and I know the result I want to achieve.
Yes.
How do we get now into visioning and that and manifesting that?
There you go. So the next step is take massive action.
Okay.
You have to take massive action around your dream, around the result. Okay. It's the results that matter. I deliver results. I don't work around anything else but results. Results is what catapults us to continue to go to another level, continue to go to a level. You know, I have a very wealthy friend, and they're about to buy a jet. And I said, you know, and I looked at that and I was like, you know, it's not that there's nothing wrong with that. Of course, there's nothing wrong with that, but it's not that they're not even satisfied. That they're going to another level, like they're taking it up to that level. Mm-hmm. So they're visioning themselves in the jet. So that's the next level for them. They have the beautiful home and, you know, the car, but now they want to move up. I want to buy a jet. Okay. So it just goes a level up. And that's the result. That was her want. That's the belief. And now it's the result. And when she gets the result, of course, they're going to go more. That is what I'm talking about. That's the vision that she has.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I imagine that you have some tools and techniques for people who can't get there quite that easily.
Yes. And I love them. Yes. And that's the patience that I really work with my clients. And I meet you exactly where you are. I have a proprietary system that I have that we go through those 3 steps. And then we take this assessment called the print. It's very unique. It really goes through your why. And most people really hone into their why. You know, you'll be asked a lot, well, why do you want this? Mm-hmm. Why? So we hear that a lot, and we do need a little push. We do need a little help to let us know what is our why. And so I have this beautiful assessment. It is called the print, and it's called the print because it is unique to only you. It's like our thumbprint is unique to only us individually. Mm-hmm. No one has my fingerprint. It's only one of me in this world. It's like there's only one of you in the world. That's why we are creative, unique. There's only one of me. Out of 7.3 billion people in the world, there's only one of Robbie Walls. So I look at that and it just amazes me. And on the flip side of that, this assessment that I have called the print really helps us define the why and what triggers us.
So how long does it take for somebody to come to this realization that they need to build more confidence?
Yes.
And move through the process of being able to walk into a room and feel like they own the room? How long does that transition take?
Well, everyone is different. So, and I say that because sometimes it takes 3 months, sometimes it takes 6. And that's what I work my clients with. I'll start you off with just the 3 months. And so that's our trial. And at that 3-month period, when you say, you know what, I think I got this, then I am so, so grateful that you came to me and you were and you grew in this time. And then some take a little bit longer. So I do have a 3-month and a 6-month and a year. I also offer the group coaching. Group coaching goes at a little bit faster pace, but I do work with you individually. You do have those opportunities to work with me individually. And we do phenomenal things in there. I also have and I'm just starting this because in the summertime, clients, they are busy, people are traveling, things happen. And and I honor that because that happens to me as well. But I do have a coaching gym. It's like when you go to the gym and you work out. And that coaching gym is on Tuesdays from 12 to 1. And you can come in, and what we do is we network, we collaborate, and we solve problems. Those are the 3 things that we do. The answers are always going to be in the room, and I am there to help you.
Excellent.
Yeah.
What is the biggest payoff somebody could expect besides buying a jet?
I know, right?
Biggest payoff that somebody could expect if they do this work for themselves, if they really make that transition?
Well, number 1 is the confidence piece.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2 is in your communication. And yeah, so that communication piece is when you are talking to someone like you and I, you're not going down underneath. You are really, that voice of you is coming out. Mm-hmm. So you are enough. You are enough. And you make sure that your light shines wherever you go. So that confidence piece goes over and above.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, really helpful information. I would love for you to share with us how folks could reach out to you if they have questions, want to learn more about what you do, or share any comments.
Right. So I have a digital card, and all you have to do is text the word BOLD, that's BOLD, to 55312. That's 55312. And you just text that word. My business card will come up. It's actually my podcast, and that's Bold Girl Biz Podcast. So I love empowering women to be bold, step out and do things that they never would think they would do. We hear someone say, be careful what you pray for. Well, what do you hear that a lot. I hear that a lot. Mm-hmm. And so when I hear that, I'm like, you prepared yourself for this. And that's what my goal is, to prepare you when you get ready to say those words is, be careful what you pray for. No, you're not going to be careful. You're going to walk in that because you've been preparing for this all your life, baby girl.
Right.
So, yes, it is all about preparation and trusting the process. And that's what I love about Bold Girl Biz and empowering women to trust the process. So you can get that, text BOLD to 55312. And the next step is very simple. And I give my phone number out. You can just text me. Text me and say you want to work with me. And that's my phone number. And I'll go ahead and get that. I know you have a small community, even though it may be out. I'm okay with that. And that's 314-277-3222. And my email, Robbie@RobbieSpeaks.com.
Excellent. Robbie, thank you so much. It was such a pleasure having you with us this day.
And also, I do have for your listeners a free guide on resilience. So that is the piece that I love talking about. And that, of course, is right along with being bold, is that resilience piece. Sometimes we need a little backbone.
Yes.
This guide is so, it's backed up by a lot of research. It's a great guide, and I will send you the link to that.
Perfect. And we'll include that in our show notes.
Beautiful. All right. Thank you.
Be sure to check the show notes for links mentioned in this episode and join us in the Living the Good Life Facebook community for previews of each episode, the opportunity to pose questions directly to our guests, bonus content, and a community of people committed to living their best life and sharing the journey. Thanks for listening. Let us know what value you received from this episode and what you'd like us to explore in the future in the comments. And please take a moment to drop us a like or some stars. I'm Kimberly Henry, Let's get out there and live the good life.